Good morning, students. Okay. Yesterday in class we have saw the two different types of barriers. One is physical and physiological. ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಯಾವುದು ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. So we'll start with cellular barriers. Okay, which comes within the innate response. Okay. So cellular barriers. Okay. What are these cellular barriers? There are a certain cells in your body which is showing a defense against the pathogens, okay, through the different types of mechanisms. Example ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ WBC, white blood cells. White blood cells are itself it's called as immunity cells, ಹೌದಾ? So white blood cells, when the pathogens gains entry by the first line ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, gain ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಡಿಫೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದೇ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಯುಲಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾರಿಯರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರೋಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬ್ಯಾಸೋಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಯೋಸಿನೋಫಿಲ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಮೋನೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಫೇಜಸ್. ಓಕೆ, these different of cells undergo the different mechanisms to destroy these pathogens. Okay, we will say that certain cells of the body eradicate the microbes and provide the immunity. That's why certain cells in your body, which are those cells? Nothing but WBC. Okay, so hence they are called as cellular barriers. Okay, acting the engulfing the pathogen and destroys them by secreting the certain chemical agent. Okay, sorry, certain chemicals against them. Okay, engulfing is nothing but engulfing of pathogen is nothing but it is they are telling a process of phagocytosis by eating the pathogen. That is done, that is mainly seen in the neutrophil cells. Further on process explain martin how the phagocytosis will be happen. Okay, don't worry. So tissue which mainly act as cellular barriers, of the cells of the tissue which act as cellular barriers are their leukocytes. Leukocytes andre yaudri WBC, hauda? Leukocytes, they are also called as WBC, white blood corpuscles, hauda? Red blood corpuscles. Okay, so ನಿಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ, ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ WBC ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಅದಾವ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ, ಬಟ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರು ನೀವು ನೆನಪು ಹಾರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ನಿಮಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ನಾನು ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಮತ್ತು ಹೆಸರು ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಸೋಫಿಲ್, ನಾವು ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಸೋಫಿಲ್ ಮಾಡೋನು ನಂಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಹಿಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ WBC ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ WBC ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾವೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, see, these are white blood cells. Okay, white blood cells are mainly divided into two types, granulocytes and agranulocytes. ಏನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ granulocytes ಇರೋದ granules ಇರ್ತಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಕಾಣಕತ್ತಲ್ರಿ ಸಣ್ಣ, here granules will be present. This is called as granulocytes, and agranulocytes means absence of granules. Okay, divide ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ based on the presence and absence of granules. Okay, granulocytes ಒಳಗ 3 ಅದಾವ, ಯಾವುದು? ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರೋಫಿಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್, ಬಾಸೋಫಿಲ್, ಇಯೋಸಿನೋಫಿಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಅಗ್ರಾನ್ಯುಲೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ 2 ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮೋನೋಸೈಟ್, ಇದು ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಎರಡು ಅದಾವ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಚಂದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೌದು. ವಿದಿನ್ ದ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಫರ್ದರ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್, ಒನ್ ಇಸ್ ಟಿ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಿ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ನಾ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಒನ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್ ಡೂಸ್. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ಇನ್ ಯೋರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಮೋರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರೋಫಿಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ವೈಟ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಇದು ವೈಟ್ ಬ್ಲಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು, I think 75% of the white blood cells will be a neutrophil cells only. Okay, remember it is a hero ankori, white blood cells in hero idu. Okay, okay, now neutrophils. Okay, I already told 40 to 70% of the constitutes of white blood cells. White blood cells na ಎಷ್ಟು constitute ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? 40 to 70% of ಯಾವ ಇರ್ತಾವ? neutrophils ಇರ್ತಾವ. Okay, so next one ನೋಡಿ, these are the large granular multi-lobed nucleus. How nicely they are told, multi-lobed nucleus, having a large granules and multi-lobed nucleus. Okay, see 3-lobed ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, ಒಮ್ಮೆ 4-lobed ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, it having a multi-lobed nucleus. Okay, so it is highly phagocytosis. Very good, what they are told is highly phagocytosis. ನಾ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿನಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, phagocytosis means destroying of the pathogen by eating them. Okay, by eat, ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು destroy ಮಾಡೋದು. ನೋಡಾಕತ್ತೀರಿ, see this is a neutrophil, ಅದು ಹಸಿವಾಗೈತಿ ಈಗ ಬಂತು, now it starts eating the pathogen. So destroying the pathogen by eating process, it is called as phagocytosis. Okay, next one, see, next one eosinophils. Okay, next 1 to 6% it is going to 1 to 6% of total white blood cells. ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? 1 to 6%. Only 1 to 6% of eosinophils present in the white blood cells. Okay. So it is also granular, I think. And Laksh got noted, it is bilobed nucleus. It having bilobed, two-lobed nucleus. Okay. They are less phagocytic. When you are comparing to the neutrophils, these are the less phagocytes. Phagocytic method ತೋರ್ಸಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ಇದು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಇದೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೈತ್ರಿ? Those are which are not eliminated by, which are the pathogen which are not eliminated by engulfing, they are eliminated by releasing of toxic substance. ಹಂಗ ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ pathogen phagocytosದಿಂದ eliminate ಮಾಡಕ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲಲ್ಲ, because they are very large. Certain pathogens will be very large pathogens. Cell ಗಿನನು ದೊಡ್ಡದಿತ್ತಪ್ಪ pathogen. Now that cell can't eat that pathogen. So ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ pathogen phagocytosis ನಿಂದ destroy ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, those pathogen can be destroyed by the eosinophils. How? They are eliminated by releasing a toxic substance. Now this eosinophils mainly releases the toxic substance against the pathogen. Okay, they found at a site of allergic inflammation. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಲರ್ಜಿ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸೈಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಇರ್ತೈತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದು ಬರುತ್ತಂದ್ರೆ ಇಯೋಸಿನೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಯೋಸಿನೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲರ್ಜಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದು ಯಾವುದು? ಇಯೋಸಿನೋಫಿಲ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, basophils. Okay, next one comes basophils. Only 2 to 2% of it going to constitutes the white blood cells. Okay, very less amount of the basophils. Okay, they are also granular. They are also having granules. Nodakatiri, nucleus will be a S-shaped nucleus. Laksh got noted. The nucleus here will be a S-shaped nucleus. They are closely associated with the allergic reactions. Remember, eosinophil as well as basophil, both are present are mainly seen in which mechanisms? That is allergic reaction mechanism ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. Because remember, ಅಲ್ಲಿ histamine release ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಒಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. That chemical is called as histamines. That histamines are mainly released by this basophils. Okay, that's why ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಅಲರ್ಜಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ, ಆ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಸರ್ಟನ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಹಿಸ್ಟಮೈನ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಹಿಸ್ಟಮೈನ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ basophil cells. Okay, tissue basophil cells are known as mast cells. See, the basophil cells mainly they are ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಲಕ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ. If the basophil cells remain in the blood only, okay, they are called as basophil cells. Okay, if that basophil cells goes and migrate into the tissue, okay, ಈ basophil cells in a blood vessels ಬಿಟ್ಟು migrate ಆಗಿ tissue ಕಡೆ ಹೋದಾಗ now this tissue basophil is called as mast cells ಅಂತಾರ. Remember, ಕೇಳಬಹುದ್ರಿ CET ಅಥವಾ NEET ಒಳಗ what is mast cells? Mast cells are nothing but these are the tissue basophils. These basophils only leave the blood vessels and enters into the tissue, where it enters and differentiate and forms into the mast cells. Okay, they are going to form the mast cells. Next one, nodri, monocytes. Okay, monocytes. Okay, 2 to 10%. It constitute how many? 2 to 10%. Okay, you are seeing that monocytes, it is an agranular. How the granules will be absent. Lakshmanari, the nucleus will be a kidney shape. Nucleus will be how? It will be a kidney shape. Actively motile phagocyte. Very good. I want this one. See, phagocytes. Neutrophils phagocytosis ತೋರಿಸ್ತೈತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ monocytes. But monocytes that are present in the blood ಒಳಗಿದ್ದು ತೋರಿಸಲ್ಲ. Most of the monocytes where they transfer into the tissue and forms the macrophages form ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Those macrophages will be a phagocytic in nature. ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. But the main mechanism ಇದು destroy ಮಾಡೋದು pathogen ಯಾವ mechanism ಇಂದ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ it is mainly by phagocytosis, means by eating the pathogen. Monocytes that in tissue known as macrophages. How the basophil tissue is known as mast cells, exactly same, the monocytes leaves the blood vessels and enter into the tissue where it get differentiate and forms the other type of cells, that is macrophages. Okay, these macrophages are nothing but these are the monocytes that are present in the tissue. Okay, the monocytes are the short-lived. Remember, if that monocytes that is present within the blood only. Okay, if they are present within the bloods only, they are very short lived ಆಗಿರ್ತೈತಿ. ಎಷ್ಟು only 24 to 30 hours. Okay, if that monocytes only travels and go in the tissue and forms as the macrophages, then they are having a long life span. Remember, the monocytes having a very short lifespan, whereas the macrophages having a long lifespan. Actually, it only in the hours ಒಳಗಿದ್ರೆ, it may be life for the months or even sometime years. Okay, remember. Okay, next time ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಹೆಸರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯರ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಇವೆಲ್ಲ. ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಬೈ ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾವು? ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, ನ್ಯೂಟ್ರೋಫಿಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೈತಿ, ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್ ಆಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ರೋಫೇಜಸ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾವು. ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಯಾವ ಸೆಲ್ ಅಲರ್ಜಿಕ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಯಾವುದು? ಬಾಸೋಫಿಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಯೋಸಿನೋಫಿಲ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. Okay, 25 to 50%. Remember, 25 to 50% is it's mainly constitutes white blood cells. Okay, it is also agranular. Okay, idenirate granule iralla hinge. It is also agranular, and the nucleus will be exactly circle. Okay, circular nucleus irtiti. Alla kidney shape idra monocytes oga in nucleus irtiti circular irutta. Okay, see, they mainly circulate in a blood. Okay, these lymphocytes mainly circulate, they are mainly circulate in the blood only. Okay, they present in the lymph nodes. Okay, spleen alli, gut alli means gut associated lymphoid tissue alli, malt alli means mucus associated lymphoid tissue. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಬಹುದ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನಾವು ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಲಿಂಫ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ನೋಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಿ ಒಳಗೆ ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನು ಹೇಳೀನಿ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಲಿಂಫ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಲಿಂಫ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋರಿ, ಓದ್ರಿ ಒಮ್ಮೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ನೋಡ್ಬೋದು ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ಬಿ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್, ಟಿ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಂಫೋಸೈಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಿಂಫ್ ನೋಡ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ. ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಲಿಂಫ್ ನೋಡ್ಸ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಲಿಂಫ್ ನೋಡ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಪ್ಲೀನ್. Okay, galt means gut associated lymphoid tissue. Okay, malt means mucus associated lymphoid tissue. Okay, exactly they are going to see this lymphocytes. Okay, next there are mainly two types of lymphocytes. There are type of lymphocytes. One yavdu T lymphocytes, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು B lymphocytes. You are going to study very detail ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಎಲ್ಲೇ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಒಳಗೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಕ್ವೈರ್ಡ್ ಇಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿ ಬರ್ತಲ್ಲ, here only the T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes show their mechanisms to form the antibody against them. Especially B lymphocytes mainly forms the antibody against them. We will see that. Okay, any doubt here? Any doubt? ಗೊತ್ತಾತಲ್ಲ, ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾತಲ್ಲ? Hope so everybody understood. Neutrophil, basophil, eosinophils, three types. That is granular, these are agranular. Mainly ನೆನಪಿರಬೇಕು, neutrophils, which mechanisms it is going to use for the destroy the pathogen, phagocytosis, as well as your monocytes, which is going to convert it as macrophages. Both mainly acting as mainly shows the phagocytosis. Okay, to kill the pathogens. Okay, ಇವತ್ತು inflammatory mechanism ಒಳಗೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ. Okay, this B and T lymphocytes in acquired immunity ಒಳಗೆ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ. Okay, see, exactly this one they told. Sure, see, leukocytes like polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Why they are called as polymorphonuclear? Nucleus eager nodidala different type of shapes idwala, that's why they are called as polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Okay, and monocytes and natural killer cells irtavu, idu macrophages irutta in tissue, can phagocytosis and destroy the microbes. So ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನಾ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟೋಸಿಸ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ, ದ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಬೋತ್ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ. ಇವೊಂದು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀವು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲಿಯಿರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಇನ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಬುಕ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ, how exactly phagocytosis happens, how exactly inflammation happens. This is the process of inflammation. See what happened in inflammation exactly ಹೆಂಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಾವು process. Think that something has happened. Okay, ನೀವೇನೋ ರೋಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕಂತ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಂಥ ಏನೋ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಅದು ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೋ ರೋಸ್ ತೊಗೊಳಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋ ಮುಂದಾಗ ಆ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಬಂದು ಏನು ಪ್ರಿಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ಡ್. ಓಕೆ, ಏನೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಬಿದ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ ಲಕ್ಷಣ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ಬೋದು ಆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಏರಿಯಾ ಇಟ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ದ ರೆಡ್ನೆಸ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಇಟ್ ಕಾಸಸ್ ಪೇನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಸ್ವೆಲ್ಸ್. ಹೌದಾ, ಹಂಗಾರೆ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ರೀ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್? ವೈ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಶೋ ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್? ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್. See, when think that normal ಇರುತ್ತೆ somewhat pin get pricked in your hand, prick ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತು, ಪಿನ್ ಬಂದು ಚುಚ್ಚಿಬಿಡ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು immediately what the tissue get damaged here. ಹೌದಾ, the tissue will get damaged here. Once the tissue will get damaged here, the pathogens can easily enter into the skin. ಹೌದಾ, it can easily enter into the skin now. Okay, so next what happened, one the tissue will get damaged. Now this damaged tissue will liberate some chemicals. Okay, means now it is going, that chemicals are released by already heading, those chemicals are released by basophil cells. Example ಯಾವ ತರ chemicals ನಿಮ್ಮ histamines, prostaglandins, they are going to release certain chemicals. Now they are giving us signals ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. certain part damage ಆದಾಗ they are going to give certain signals through the chemicals. Okay, now the chemicals will be arriving. What happened? Once the chemical signal starts, what happened? Now blood vessels permeability get increases. Remember, your blood vessels permeability ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ increase. blood vessels swells and permeability get increases. As the permeability increase ಆದಾಗ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇದ್ದಂತ blood plasma starts moving into the infection area. Okay, now whatever the plasma that is present in the blood, it starts moving towards the infection area. As a result, infection area move adanga enagutte, now it gets swelling. Okay, swelling. Because of this swelling, it helps that pathogens should not come contact with the tissue. ಅದು ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಟಿಶ್ಯೂ ಜೊತೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟಿಗೆ ಬರಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಡ್ಯೂ ಟು ದಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ಸ್, ನಾವು ದ ಪರ್ಮಿಯಾಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಆಫ್ ದ your blood vessels increases. As the permeability of the blood vessels increases, whatever the blood plasma that is present in the blood vessels, it starts moving. Okay, permeability increase agbidirti, so it starts moving from the blood to the infected area. Once it starts moving, what happen in the space olaga the plasma will accumulate adaga enagutte, it starts swelling. Due to this swelling, now the pathogen can't come contact with the tissue. adenagutte tissue inadu dur idutte. Okay, this is what why the swelling will happens. Okay, next what happens, along with the blood plasma, now what happens, your especially white blood cells, that too neutrophil cells get attracted towards the chemicals that is released. Okay, adu attract agutte. So as a result, now the neutrophil cells squeezed out from the blood vessels, it squeezed out from the blood vessels and it reaches to the what infected site. Once it reaches to the infected sites, what I already told, most of them will be neutrophils. So what happens when it reaches to the infected area, now what happens, the bacteria that is present in the infected area, they are destroyed by the action of phagocytosis. I already told that the neutrophils mainly destroys the pathogen by the action of phagocytosis, means by eating them. Okay, so by eating the bacteria, it is going to destroy those pathogens. Okay, so the remaining dead materials of neutrophils ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು or anything dead materials of the pathogen ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, now it accumulates here and it's going to form a pus like structure. ನಿಮಗೆ pus formation ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, pus is nothing but these are the dead or the debris that is formed by the phagocytosis. Okay, the dead materials of the pathogen ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, the dead materials of the ಯಾವುದು WBC ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, it is going to accumulate as a pus like structure. Okay, this is exactly how the inflammation happens. See, let me see. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ಫ್ಲಮೇಷನ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. We'll see here. We'll see the inflammation. This one. Okay. See exactly how ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Can you hear the voice also?
In an area where inflammation is underway, the skin swells up, becomes reddish, and feels warm to the touch.
See?
Let's take a step backward and see how this comes about. Inflammation occurs whenever tissue is injured. Suppose, for example, that you are pricked by a pin. Ouch! The pin injures the tissue and brings in bacteria.
Bacteria now enters here. Okay.
The injured tissue and the bacteria release chemical signals.
Now it releases the chemical
In
signals.
response to these signals, blood vessels in the injured area expand,
Expanding.
causing the area to redden and become warm. The vessels also become leaky. This allows plasma fluid to escape into the tissue,
Now it's
causing the tissue to swell.
swell. It starts swelling. See?
White blood cells are attracted to the area.
See,
They
white blood
squeeze
cells
out
squeeze
through
out.
the cells of the vessel walls
Now
and
it's
move
moved
into
there.
the tissue. The white blood cells engulf and destroy the bacteria as well as the remains of injured body cells. This removes the threat of infection and allows the body to begin the process of healing.
Okay. So ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರಿ. Okay. Okay, we will move for next one, that is phagocytosis. Okay, inflammation mechanisms ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. ಈ next phagocytosis means how exactly process happens, means killing the pathogen by eating them. ಏನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಡೋದೇನು ಹಂಗೆ? How exactly it having certain mechanisms, how exactly happens? Think that there is one neutrophil and that pathogen is coming. Okay, there are different types of steps for the phagocytosis. Initially it should form the contact to the pathogen. Initially ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬೈಂಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಈ ಬೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಟೂ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಐತೆ. Contact initially your phagocyte, it is a phagocyte. Phagocyte is nothing but it may be a neutrophil ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, it may be a macrophage ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Okay, this is a phagocyte, means the which is going to eat the pathogen, that is called as phagocyte. So now what happens, this phagocyte should make a establish ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಏನು, it should establish the contact with the pathogen. Okay, and there are mainly two types establishment of pathogen: direct establishment of direct contact establishment, indirect contact establishment. ಏನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಇದು ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟ್ ಹೋಗಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪಾಥೋಜನ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು, ಬೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಸರ್ಟನ್ಸ್ ಬೇರೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನಿಗೆ ಈ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟಾರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಇಂಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗೋದು. ವಿಲ್ ಸಿ ದಟ್ ಒನ್, ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ direct and indirect in a contact. Okay, there are mainly two types of contact that is seen in the contact between the phagocyte and pathogen. One is direct contact between the phagocyte and pathogen, indirect contact between the phagocyte and pathogen. Here madam, direct, see, can you see that pathogen binds, okay, pathogens binds directly to the phagocyte receptors. Okay, here pathogens having a certain surface materials. Okay, now these surface materials is directly identified by this phagocyte. Once it is directly identified, that surface material, by the phagocyte, what happened, it having a receptors. Can everybody see these receptors? These are called as receptors. Okay, now these receptors directly bind to that material surfaces and directly it starts engulfing. This is called as direct contact. ಯಾವುದು ನಡುಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ಯಾಥೋಜನ್ ಏನು ಮತ್ತು ಫಾಗೋಸೈಟ್ ಎರಡು ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ as direct contact. But indirect contact, see, sometimes what happens, a bacteria having very thick cell, ಹೌದಾ, it is mainly made up of polysaccharide. Okay, so due to this capsule, what happens, it doesn't allow the phagocytes to bind to them. ಅದು ಬೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದು ಅಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ ಕೊಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಇದು ಹೋಗಿ ಬೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ in your body itself, you are going to produce certain proteins called as opsins. Remember, in ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಈಗ ನೀ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಲೇಬೇಕಪ್ಪ. ಬೈಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದು ತಿಕ್ಕ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಲ್ವಾಲ್ ಐತಿ, ಇದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬೈಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡುವಂದು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್? then your body is going to synthesize one protein called as opsin. Okay, now these are called as opsin. Now these opsin proteins comes and binds to the pathogen. Okay, now the coating of the opsin to the pathogen is called as opsonization. ಈ process ಗೆ ಏನಂತೀರಿ ನೀವು? opsonization ಅನ್ಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲಿ opsin ಬಂದು pathogen coat ಮಾಡ್ತಲ್ಲ surface ಗೆ, ಈ process ಗೆ ನೀವು opsonization. Once opsonization happens, now what happens? Now immediately your phagocyte will recognize that pathogen. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತನ recognize ಆಗಬಾರ್ದಾಗಿತ್ತು, but immediately it will get recognized. Now what happened? Now that opsin ಏನಿರ್ತಲ್ಲ, now it is directly goes and binds to the receptors of the phagocytes. Now the phagocytes start engulfing the pathogen. Next, first process ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ರಿ? So it first ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Initially you should that should make a contact with the pathogen. First ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಹಂಗ ಹೋಗಿ ಇದು ಮಾಡೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ this is phagocyte, initially it should contact with the pathogen, then exact further process will start. Okay, now what happened? It may be contact directly ಮಾಡಿರಬಹುದು, indirectly ಮಾಡಿ. Now second what happens? Now your phagocytes forms the pseudopodia-like structure and it starts engulfing the pathogens. Okay, once it engulfs the pathogens, it forms the vesicle-like structure around the pathogen. Now this is called as phagosome. ಏನಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ? Now this is called as phagosome. Okay, now phagosomes, now the lysosomes that is present within the what your phagocytes, now this lysosome goes and combine to that phagosome and forms the what? Phagolysosome. ಎರಡು ಈಗ ಇದು phagosome ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಲೈಸೋಸೋಮ್ ಬಂದು ಹತ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? phagolysosome. Why? Because lysosome having a digestive enzymes, okay, which helps in the digestion of that pathogens. Okay, so what happens once lysosomes comes and attach? What happens? Now the partial digestion of pathogens happens. Once partial digestion of pathogen happens, now the dissolved substance will be absorbed and undigested materials will be thrown out from the cell by the exocytosis. ಯಾವ್ದು ಡೈಜೆಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, that will be thrown out by the exocytosis. Exactly procedure ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, how it will eat that one. Okay, this process is called as phagocytosis. Okay, we will see the phagocytosis process now.
The uptake of bacteria by phagocytes is an active process, which requires the triggering of specific receptors on the phagocyte. Special receptors, which bind antibody-coated bacteria, trigger phagocytosis. Binding of the aggregated antibody molecules to the receptors on the phagocyte causes the cell to engulf the bacterium. The phagocyte first produces pseudopods, or ruffles, that surround the bacterium and then fuse, trapping the bacterium within what is now an intracellular vesicle, the phagosome. Within the phagocyte, lysosomes fuse with the vesicle, delivering their enzymatic contents to degrade the engulfed bacterium.
Okay, have you understood process of phagocytosis? Now we will move for last one, that is cytokines barriers. Okay, last one, four barriers ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. Okay, last one will be a cytokine barriers. Okay, what are the cytokines? Cytokines are nothing but these are the proteins, these are the signaling proteins. Okay, that is produced by the cells. Okay, ಏನ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದು signaling proteins? It is very nice really. Okay, ಇದು ಏನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ನಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಥಿಂಕ್ ದಟ್ ನಮ್ಮ ಮನಿ ಒಂದು ಸಲ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋರಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಪಾಥೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಯಾರ್ರಿ? ಕಳ್ಳರು ಯಾರು? ಪಾಥೋಜನ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಇಫ್ ದ ಪಾಥೋಜನ್ಸ್ ಎಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯೊಳಗೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಕಳ್ಳರನ್ನ ಬರ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಿ. ನೋ, ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀಮಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದ ನೇಬರ್ಸ್ ಹೌಸ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆಯವ್ರು ಕಳ್ಳರು ಬಂದಾರ. You are going to get a signals for them. Signals ಕೊಡ್ತಿರೋ ಇಲ್ಲೋ? See like this, ಕಳ್ಳರು ಬಂದ. So exactly what happened? Exactly in the same manner, when the pathogens infects the cell, now the infected cell going to signalize the neighbor cells. Neighbor cell ಗೆ the signal ಕೊಡ್ತೈತಿ. Those signals are see here? Can everybody see this? ಯಾವೆಲ್ಲ cells cytokines produce ಮಾಡಬಹುದ್ರಿ ma'am? Which all the cells? See, macrophage can produce these cytokines, granulocytes can produce, mast cell can produce, fibroblast can produce, endothelial cells can produce, as well as lymphocytes. Laksh kott nodri, cytokines are not the proteins which is acting against the pathogen. ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಅಲ್ರಿ, ಅದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದು. ಬೇರೆ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಗೆ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಡ್ವೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್, ಅದೊಂದು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸಿ ಸ್ಟಿಮ್ಯುಲಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ virus. One virus enters, what happens here? It is going to synthesize the cytokines. Once cytokines are synthesized, they are released to the extracellular fluid. Extracellular fluid release ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇದರ ನೇಬರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಕಡೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, it having the receptor to receive that cytokinins. Once they receive the cytokinins, what happen? The changes ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ, it is going to form certain enzymes which is going to block the multiplication of virus or multiplication of any pathogens. Best one example ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, within the cytokines you are going to having a best one example, that is interferons. Okay, how nice it is, ಭಾಳ ಚಂದ ಐತ್ರಿ. ನೀವು itself ನೀವೇನು ಅನ್ಕೊಳಕ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬಾರ್ದು. Here your interferons only is the protein that destroys the pathogen ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಯಾವುದು ಅದು ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಯ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಲ್ಲ pathogen, it is just a signal ಕೊಡುತ್ತದೆ. Okay, see what happens, thinks that now your interferons is specially it is synthesized to the viral infection. ಈ viral infection ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಯಾವ್ದು ಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸೈಟೋಕೈನ್ ಯಾವ್ದು ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ interferons. ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಿ interferons. Think that now virus is going to what infect that cell. Once it infects that cell, what happens? The main motto of virus will be ಏನಿರ್ತೈತಿ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗೋದು. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಸೆಲ್ ಇನ್ವೇಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮೇನ್ ಮೋಟೋ ಏನು, ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗುತ್ತದೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಟ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಸ್ ದ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅದ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಆಗೋ ಮುಂದೆ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು, ಅದು ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓವರ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್. ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲಾರ್ದ ಇದು ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಜೋನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತನ್ನ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ನ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲಿಕೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಅದೇನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಆಗಲೇಬೇಕು. ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, ಒನ್ಸ್ ಇದು ವೈರಸ್ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಯ್ತು, ಈಗ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ದ ಇಂಟರ್ಫಿರಾನ್ ಜೀನ್. ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತನದು ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಆಗಲಾರ್ದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮುಂಚೆ ಅದು ಇನ್ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಇನ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ಲಿ ಜೀನ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಯಾವುದು ಇಂಟರ್ಫೆರಾನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ಮಾಡು ಅನ್ನೋ ಜೀನ್ ಏನಾಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೈತಿ, ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ಆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ದೋಸ್ ಜೀನ್ ಸಿಂಥಸಿಸ್ ದ interferons. Now interferons are synthesized and released into the extracellular before the releasing of these viruses. Okay, so now what happened, now interferons will be extracellular interferons ಬರ್ತಾ. ಈ interferons ತಗೊಳ್ಳುವಂತ ನಿಮ್ಮ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ನೇಬರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ. ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೇಬರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಆ ರಿಸೆಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಲ್ಲ, now this interferons goes and binds to the receptors. Once it binds, ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತೈತಿ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಏನಂತ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಸಿಂಥಸೈಸ್ ದ ಆಂಟಿವೈರಲ್ ಪ್ರೋಟೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೈತಿ. ಈಗ ಹುಷಾರು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಪ್ಯಾಥೋಜನ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಹುಷಾರು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನೀನು ಅಂದಾಗ try to produce one protein that is antiviral protein, nothing but enzymes. What it will do, ma, see what happens when next it is going to rupture, infected cell will rupture and releases the virus. Once again that virus will enter into the other host cell. What happened? Now when it enter into the host cell, main motto is the multiplication, but it cannot multiply here due to the presence of enzyme. Now this enzyme interferes with the multiplication of virus. So once it interferes the multiplication of virus, it never going to produce its what progeny. Okay, once it can't produce, can't multiply, what happens, the virus will undergo for death. Okay, it can't be spread ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. So this is how exactly your interferons action will takes place. It is a signaling process. Remember, interferons are only makes the signals, it never produces the any antiviral protein against. ಅದು ಸಿಗ್ನಲ್ ಕೊಡುತ್ತೆ, ಪಕ್ಕದಲ್ಲಿರುವಂಥ ಸೆಲ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ. ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಅ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗುವಂಥ ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ನೀನು ಅಕ್ಕಪಕ್ಕ ಇರುವಂಥ ಸೆಲ್ ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಡ್ ಆಗೋದನ್ನು ನೀನು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಪ್ರಿವೆಂಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಗಾಟ್ ಮೈ explanation? ತಿಳಿತಲ್ರಿ, this is the last barrier. Okay, tomorrow we will study about what is innate immunity. Okay, thank you one.